So the summer festival is coming to a close. The time is now more than ever to get kicking your Sahha Balls. If you have a bunch of these saved up from collecting your flowers within the summer festival, make sure to kick them now unless you want to save them till next year. Kicking these balls will primarily give you tickets along with some extra Fire Blossom petals. In this video, I first want to cover why you should be kicking these Sahha Balls, what advantage do you obtain, and then how best to kick them and where. Along with that, answering the questions of should you all kick them at once? Does it matter who kicks them? Does it matter who places the ball? How can you ultimately get through this grind as quickly as possible? Now, first things first, what do you get with those Sahha Balls? Well, primarily tickets, which you spend at the ticket exchange here. I do not know if there's going to be a last chance vendor. In all likelihood there will be, but try and spend your tickets before the event is over. Or maybe save them till next year when they update the rewards. Copper tickets, I recommend just getting more Fire Blossom petals, of which you spend to buy piñatas. Silver tickets, I recommend either buying green insignias for insignia powder or these strong boxes of influence. Don't bother getting a key, just buy them and donate them. And this is the current week to donate them, since you gain twice as much guild marks and then have the discount of 20% in order to spend those guild marks. So now, what can you hope to obtain from Sahha Balls in terms of the quantity of the rewards? How many balls you have to kick for what? Well, it breaks down to this. This is the estimated rewards per volley of a Sahha Ball. Keep in mind you have 31 volleys per ball. We'll get into that in a little bit. But therefore, if you kick 20 balls in a 5-player group, that's over 3,000 volleys, you'll end up with 886 petals, 310 copper tickets, 124 silver tickets, 16 mithril tickets. And they'll equate to these following amounts of rewards when you go and trade them in, as per what I said you should spend them on. You can generally get throughout this event 20 balls per character, so you could obtain this many rewards per character you gather balls on. Keep in mind, these are rough estimates. This is from the rewards I got. I could be more lucky on one drop and less lucky on another, and the results can vary just a bit. But you're going to end up, if you spend these petals on piñatas, at just over 100 of those piñatas, along with then nearly 10,000 guild marks, or just over 90 insignia powder. So I'd recommend the guild marks, to be honest. So now for the best way to kick these balls. Well, it's to gather up with a group of people. Ideally, you will have 5 people, a full party. And then everybody has agreed upon how many balls they're going to kick. If you agree on kicking 7 balls, then everybody should bring 7 balls and all kick them together. You can switch character between kicking your balls, so you could have 5 on one character, 5 on another, or 20 on one, 20 on another, and you could all agree to kick 100, so on and so forth. But what you want to do is gather together in this little hut here. I recommend these little huts within Protector's Enclave. There's lots of them around the place, these little guard posts. And when you're in this place and you go to spawn the Sahha Ball, you put it on your belt item, you click the corresponding button, then you can hold down your left click to kick the ball. The ball won't go flying anywhere, allowing you to maximize the amount of volleys against the ball. If you for some reason stop hitting the ball for like 2 seconds, it will disappear and you'll lose your volleys. Now, every ball should give you 31 volleys. Sometimes it can bug and give you 32. And again, if you ever pause attacking it, it could end early and then you get limited amount of volleys. Sometimes if you're not positioned correctly within this little hut, when you go to kick your ball, it could like bounce off the wall and just fly out here. I've had that 1 or 2 times. Very infuriating. But if you have enough people here and some people at the door here, then you shouldn't have any problem just getting the ball stuck. Now what you can do is you can have multiple people kicking the same ball. That way you'll get the ball broken much quicker, as again you'll get through the 31 volley cap on the ball much faster. And I recommend doing that. Everybody partakes in breaking the ball. There's no real way you can automate this, because if I'm auto attacking here and then we activate the next ball, this character will not automatically start hitting the ball, volleying the ball. So yeah, I mean, you can auto volley like this, like as you would with auto attacking, but it won't automatically start auto volleying the ball. So I've had all 3 of my characters hit the ball at the same time, and you can see the volley count go up there. More than 3 volleys a second, you can get through these balls in no time. So with 5 people kicking it all at once, yeah, you could get through a ball within just over 6 seconds and then move on to the next ball. People like to AFK though, like when it's my turn, I'll spend all the time kicking these balls, and then when it's somebody else's turn, they'll do all the time kicking theirs. And between that, you'll just be AFK or in a Discord call, watching a movie on the side or something or other. But again, the benefit of kicking these balls is getting these Fire Blossom Petals, and additionally you will get tickets. Now it won't show the tickets when you pick them up, so let's just finish kicking this ball. There we go, and then we can pick up all of our loot. Now what you do obtain here is the tickets in this section of your inventory. You get your silver tickets, copper tickets, and depending on how many volleys you have, you might start getting mithril tickets, like I have with this character. We have currently 7 mithril tickets, 117 copper tickets, 56 silver tickets, and that is from a total of 1,323 volleys. Now I've went and tested this. I've tested the drops where if I'm the one placing the ball, does it matter how much loot I get? If I'm the one kicking the ball, does it matter how much loot I get? And also then, how many people kicking the ball? Does it change the loot you get? And the simple answer to all those questions is no. None of them change anything. We can see these are my results. I started out with these characters here, their start amount of tickets, their total amount of tickets across all the kicks. We started with just 1 player kicking the ball. We're getting consistently 31 volleys. Excuse this first ball here, it bounced off the wall and flew away. And so you can see consistently across these. This column here is the character and how many tickets. This is the second character and the third character, and we can see just looking at this, the variation is just orangey how many tickets you get. It doesn't matter who placed the ball. Gwen was the one placing the ball and kicking the ball first here. So yeah, you can look at that and you can see there's not really any difference. We went to 2 players kicking the ball. Still, Gwen was placing the balls, and then I had like Gwen and Gwyneth kicking the balls, and you can see across there not really any change with the amount of tickets you were getting. The volleys stay the same. We even got 32 volleys at one point because it like glitches and you get an extra volley. And then we had a fail ball there as well, where I thought my character was auto attacking and it wasn't, and then the ball just disappeared after 1 volley. And we went to 3 people kicking it, so all of us. At this point I had to switch to another version of Gwen to have more Sahha balls, and you can see then here again all 3 of us kicking the balls, still getting randomly sometimes 32 volleys, but consistently 31 volleys, and you can see the tickets we're obtaining there. I guess Gwen here was particularly unlucky, getting a bunch of only 3 tickets versus the others sometimes getting up to 7 tickets. But overall it's a bunch of RNG. It doesn't matter who places the ball, doesn't matter who kicks the ball. The more people kick the ball, the faster you'll get through the ball, and that's really about it. Again, the main advantage of kicking all of these Sahha balls is getting all those tickets, copper tickets, mithril tickets, and silver tickets. On the top of that, you get a whole bunch of petals, but you have to spend those petals. Now, it doesn't look like you obtain many petals, but what you want to do is spend those copper tickets to get more petals. You can see here in the exchange that 15 copper tickets will give you 220 petals. And those petals, if you are not aware, you will spend at this vendor just up here. And primarily you want to spend it on getting pinatas. Pinatas give you your event food, which you can sell or you can use for yourself, along with getting insignias for insignia dust. You will get preservation boards, which you can save up and just unfortunately have bound to your character, so you'll have to use on that character. But you can transfer artifacts between characters upgrading it. As long as you don't equip it, it won't get bound while you upgrade it. So Pinatas is where you spend all those petals. And that's about it for the summer festival. Kicking those Sahha Balls is a big part to it. In order to make full advantage of it, you craft that Sahha Ball every single day. Again, just by completing the quest, your very own Sahha Balls, getting the profession items to then go and craft that Sahha Ball. And so again, that is about it for all the rewards you will get from kicking Sahha Balls. With an example of kicking 20 balls, you'll obtain all these rewards. You will obtain 20 trade bars there, which I didn't add as well with the Mithra tickets. A quick retest upon opening 86 Mithra tickets, and you get silver tickets 90% of the time. So you would receive 8 trade bars there actually. So that sums it up. Hopefully my testing was somewhat insightful to you guys, and you'll know at least for next year if you did miss out on kicking these Sahha Balls. And if you did decide to go collect them, then hopefully you know now the best way to kick them and take advantage of them. Massive thank you again to all these channel members for their added support. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.